Do you wanna hear a wild take about the grammar? Okay, here it goes. Superlative is anti-social. Hello everybody and welcome to today's video. Today we are going to talk about my latest opinion slash 100% fact which I have researched. So let's talk about comparatives and superlatives in grammar. What are they? They are extensions of adjectives. Yay, we love adjectives in Ling, Soph. So, what we are talking about, superlatives, they are the highest ones in the order. And why do I think they are antisocial? Well, superlatives are antisocial because they stand alone. As you know, in Rimworld, we have two main ideologies: individualism and collectivism. So, when we look at it like this, we can infer that by removing oneself from others and pressing oneself as the worst, the best, we are building a paradigm shift which is making us feel divided both in the sentence and at the same time we are being stripped of our relations to other adjectives, to other nouns, to other categories, which are however pivotal. They are pivotal. If we strip the categories, relations, we are destroying the nation itself, and that's why I think superlatives are the main driving force of the West's decline. What we need to have are comparatives. We need to compare. We constantly need to compare, and that's why in links of there aren't going to be any superlatives, there are only going to be comparatives. So let's take a look at the comparatives we have. For example, we have the comparative of ek category. So you know, this is the second category, the one in the middle. So we are promoting competition between these classes. It's sort of our thing. For example, here we have ek, o, okik, ek. What you are thinking about, for example, we can replace the ek by another noun of the same category. The category is the ek, it's the second category, and this word, the okik, it's a model verb for comparatives, which always has the suffix of the first letter from the category. I have it here in my home tongue, so to say, native tongue, you might as well say. So we are supporting competition between the second class. So ek, okik, ek. You can say, for example, berg, okik, ek. Worker gets better than another worker. We are promoting, as I've said, the competition. But then we have, for example, ek, okik, off. Off is the third category, the one which is not desirable that much, but still allowed. So, for example, the worker, ek, okik, off. It means that, for example, the second category gets better than the third category, because they should be incentivized. And the grammar of the language should be basically the place for the law to be used and to be drilled into people's heads, so it is obvious to everybody speaking the language, and the language itself should become a currency system in the new system. Alright, so, but then there is the last one, ek, okik, ik. Alright, so it means, let's change this one. Gets not better but worse. So ek, okik, ik means that second category gets worse than the first category. First category, that's always us, you know, our idea, the us who are working on the language, etc., etc. That's how it goes when we are starting with the when we are starting with the second category, the ek. Yeah, when we are talking about the first category, the ich, for example, ich, okis, ek. Yeah, it means that V category, the first category, gets better than the second category. It's about where we are standing in the hierarchy. Yeah. On the second place, ich, okis, of course we get better than the third category, and ich, okis, ich. It means like we need to be cooperative within our lot, within our class, within our category with the same nouns, and that's the law. Then when we are talking about the third category, for example, of, okil, ek. Of, okil, ek. Yeah. So this is the third category, the undesirable ones. For example, when we are talking about them, so it means that the third category gets worse than the second category of okil, ek, and of, okil, of. It means basically third category is the same as third category. Yeah, these people, we need to be exact. These people compete. Yeah, these people compete, but maybe let's change that. Gets worse. And change this one. Gets worse. So these people are always worse. They are not thinking in abundance. We are making this change to make it visible that these people also need to be pitted against each other. There can be multiple groups, but as long as they are pitted against each other, worse than, let's change it there. If they are pitted against each other, they are always manageable. So when I say of or okil ek, it means that they get worse than the second category. Of, okil, of, one noun, one group, for example, can get worse than another. That will make them compete with each other. And of, okil, ich, they are always worse than the first category. So that's all I wanted to talk about. The hierarchy is important. First category is always on the first place. We are on the first place. Then the ek, the worker, and then the third category, which can be, for example, I don't know, communists. We can let them have an autonomous zone where they can starve each other to death as long as they pay us a tribute in resources. All right. So that's all from me. Maybe one more thing you might have noticed, the suffix is always changed. It's according to the first letter of the category group. If there is already I or I, it is pronounced as another way of pronouncing the letter, in this case S, or in this case L. Alright, that's all. Basically, superlative is the evil thing. Superlative is causing us a decline, so comparative is the way to go. Thank you for listening and have a good day. Bye.